Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to Nine Nar Trees podcast. Today, I will summarize and review the book. The Little Book of Hygge by Meik Wiking explores a Danish cultural idea often credited as one reason Denmark regularly ranks high in global happiness surveys. Wiking, the CEO of the Happiness Research Institute in Copenhagen, presents Hygge as a practical approach to creating warmth, comfort, and connection in everyday life. Rather than treating happiness as a grand achievement, the book focuses on small, repeatable choices: how you shape your home, share food, use light, spend time with others, and slow down. It blends personal observation, research-informed insights, and lifestyle guidance to show how atmosphere and rituals can support well-being, especially during long, dark winters. Readers can expect an accessible, cozy tour through Danish habits and values, translated into ideas that can be adapted anywhere. At its core, the book argues that happiness is often built from the environment you cultivate and the relationships you nurture, not from constant productivity or relentless self-optimization. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, defining Hygge as everyday well-being. A central topic is what Hygge means and what it does not mean. Wiking frames Hygge as a feeling of safe, relaxed contentment that comes from simple pleasures and a supportive setting. It is not about luxury, perfection, or a rigid Scandinavian aesthetic. Instead, it is about making ordinary moments feel sheltered and meaningful, especially when life is stressful or the outside world feels demanding. The book links Hygge to a broader happiness conversation by suggesting that well-being is often shaped by context, lighting, noise levels, comfort, and the social tone of a gathering. By focusing on what is controllable in daily life, Hygge becomes a practical mindset rather than a vague ideal. The reader is guided to notice how certain environments invite calm conversation, gratitude, and presence. Hygge also includes an element of intentionality, choosing to protect time from constant digital interruption and to create small rituals that signal rest. In this way, Hygge functions as a counterbalance to modern busyness, offering a language and framework for prioritizing ease, belonging, and emotional safety without needing major lifestyle changes. Secondly, atmosphere and comfort, light, warmth, and the home. The book emphasizes that Hygge is strongly influenced by the physical atmosphere you build around yourself. Wiking highlights how Danes use their homes as a refuge, especially in colder seasons, and how details like lighting and textures can alter mood. Soft, warm light is treated as a foundation for coziness, replacing harsh illumination with a glow that encourages relaxation. Comfort is also tied to sensory cues: warm drinks, blankets, natural materials, and spaces arranged for conversation rather than display. This topic is less about decoration trends and more about designing for emotional outcomes, feeling at ease, lowering tension, and inviting others to linger. The home becomes a stage for everyday restoration, where routines like reading, cooking, or listening to music can be turned into calming rituals. The book also suggests that Hygge does not require expensive items. It is more about intentional simplicity and a few well-chosen touches that make a space welcoming. The deeper message is that environment shapes behavior. When your surroundings support rest and connection, it is easier to be present, kinder, and more open. Hygge design is therefore a tool for mental health and relationship health, not just interior style. Thirdly, togetherness and belonging, the social side of Hygge. Another key topic is how Hygge strengthens social bonds. Wiking presents Hygge as a shared experience where equality, inclusion, and low-pressure interaction matter more than entertainment value. A Hygge gathering is not built around impressing guests, performing status, or constant stimulation. It is built around warmth, trust, and a sense that everyone belongs. The book points to simple practices that support this feeling: shared meals, cooperative cooking, board games, storytelling, and unhurried conversation. The tone is important too. Hygge favors humility and togetherness over debate or competition. This topic connects to broader happiness research by suggesting that close relationships are one of the most reliable predictors of life satisfaction, and Hygge is a cultural habit that repeatedly invests in those relationships. It also normalizes the idea that connection does not require grand plans. Small, frequent meetups can be more sustaining than occasional big events because they create continuity and mutual support. Readers are encouraged to focus on the experience of the group rather than perfect hosting, including creating moments that help quieter people participate. Hygge social life is ultimately about building a dependable network of care through consistent, gentle togetherness. Fourthly, mindfulness without the jargon, presence, rituals, and slowness. Wiking also treats Hygge as a practical form of presence. Without leaning heavily on self-help jargon, the book encourages readers to slow down and fully inhabit ordinary moments. Hygge rituals act like a signal that it is time to shift from output to restoration. This can look like turning off notifications, setting aside time for a simple meal, lighting a candle, or taking a walk and noticing the season. The value is not the object or the activity itself, but the attention and intention behind it. By repeatedly choosing small pauses, readers can interrupt the autopilot mode that often accompanies modern work and screen habits. This topic also includes the idea of savoring, allowing enjoyment to last rather than rushing to the next task. Hygge promotes a gentler relationship with time, where you protect pockets of calm and treat them as necessary rather than indulgent. The book suggests that these pauses help regulate stress, improve mood, and make people more emotionally available to others. In that sense, Hygge supports both personal resilience and healthier relationships. The reader is invited to build routines that are realistic and repeatable, turning well-being into a daily practice rather than a rare vacation state. Lastly, simple pleasures, food, nature, and seasonal living. A further topic is how Hygge leans on accessible pleasures that engage the senses and connect people to the rhythms of the year. Wiking highlights food and drink as natural anchors for togetherness, baking, shared comfort foods, warm beverages, and unpretentious meals that make people feel cared for. These are not presented as strict Danish rules, but as examples of how taste and smell can deepen a sense of home. Nature and seasonality are also important, especially in a climate where weather strongly shapes daily life. Hygge offers ways to embrace winter rather than merely endure it, using indoor coziness and outdoor freshness as complementary experiences. This seasonal approach helps readers reframe less pleasant months as an opportunity for different kinds of enjoyment, candlelit evenings, slow weekends, and gatherings that feel intimate. The book also suggests that simple pleasures are powerful because they are repeatable and affordable. Instead of chasing constant novelty, Hygge encourages readers to refine what already works: a favorite walk, a trusted recipe, a familiar place at home. The larger insight is that happiness often grows when you pay attention to small comforts, reduce unnecessary complexity, and allow your senses to guide you back to what feels nourishing and human. In conclusion, this book is best suited for readers who want a realistic approach to happiness that fits into busy lives, people feeling burnt out, anyone seeking more warmth and connection at home, and readers curious about why Danish culture is often linked with high well-being. It can benefit the reader's life by offering a concrete framework for shaping mood through atmosphere, routines, and relationships. Rather than pushing extreme productivity or dramatic transformation, Hygge encourages changes that are small enough to keep: softer evenings, more intentional gatherings, and fewer distractions that steal attention from rest and companionship. Over time, those choices can reduce stress, strengthen bonds, and make daily life feel more supportive. Compared to similar happiness or lifestyle books, its value lies in the combination of cultural storytelling and practical application. Many well-being guides focus mainly on mindset or personal discipline. Wiking adds the overlooked role of environment and social tone, showing how light, comfort, and shared rituals can make healthy habits easier to sustain. The ideas are also broadly adaptable, whether you live in a small apartment or a large home, in a cold climate or a warm one. If you want a friendly, actionable guide to building everyday coziness and belonging, this is a purchase that delivers usable habits, not just inspiration. If you would like to support Meik Wiking, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I've provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.